It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The Old Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Fighting off the defender. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoffs.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Plows his way ahead. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jackson, trying to make magic with his feet. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Here we go. Ready.
Motion from the back.
Go, go.
Right at the line. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Sayin on the play action. Move to his right. Rolling right and going deep. Got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking for room. It's West. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll send the tight end in motion. 4th down, Sayin. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Making the adjustment on the play.
Ready, go!
Going to the run, it's West. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Slide. Ready, go.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Right side, it's West. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own.
Box. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. Moving to his left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. They give it to him again. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Special teams proving to be special. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going with the ground game left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff again. Pass to 6. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The run to the right. Fights off a defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. The hand to the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Here's the give off the left side.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go play action with Sayin. Buying a little time to his left. To the end zone and is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Corner's going to give them room. He'll try to do it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Underwood. They're all over him. Being chased. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the move. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Past the 30. Wide open spaces. Attack. Touchdown, Ohio State. Rolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Runs ahead and powers its way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Turns it on at midfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll try the left side. There's some room. Past the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. With the run on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Trying to power it in.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Parker. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Motion from the wideout.
Go, go.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Sayin from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Jackson. Makes the catch and he's free. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll run him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Pushes ahead. Powers through the defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Unloads in the nick of time.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Underwood. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Wide receiver going in motion. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure to his right. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And down he goes back at the 3. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He'll pull it down. Second and long here. Right back to it. And they swarm him under.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
First and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Here's Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. This defense will try to keep everything in front. A strike between defenders. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.